Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So I welcome you again to your grammar class, and today we'll do reflexive and intensive pronouns. Actually, this is the part 3 of the series pronouns, and in the part 1 and 2 I have explained personal pronouns and possessive pronouns. So if you have not seen those videos, you can check the link in the description box. So let's get started and let's understand the meaning of reflexive and intensive pronouns. Actually, both the reflexive and intensive pronouns, they end in self, S-E-L-F, or selves, that is S-E-L-V-E-S. And these 8 are the reflexive and intensive pronouns: myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Actually, both the reflexive and intensive pronouns, they look same. They are like twins. So let's understand how they are different. So reflexive pronouns are those which reflect upon or go back to the subject. They are basically the objects that are used to refer back to the subject. Okay? And now that subject can be a noun or a pronoun. Alright? For example, look at this sentence. I hurt myself. So here I is the subject, right? And it's a pronoun. Okay? And hurt is a verb. And what is myself? Myself is a reflexive pronoun that is reflecting or that is referring back to the pronoun I. Okay? Or the sentence can be Ram hurt himself. So here Ram is the subject and Ram is a noun, alright? And himself is a reflexive pronoun that is reflecting, that is referring back to the noun Ram. Okay? Whereas intensive pronouns are used for emphasis or when we want to say something strongly. And intensive pronouns come immediately after the subject of the sentence. Okay? For example, she herself cooked the meal. So here, which is the subject? She is the subject, which is a pronoun. Okay? And intensive pronoun is herself, which is used immediately after the subject, she. Okay? Now, the second major difference between the reflexive and the intensive pronoun is that since an intensive pronoun is used for emphasis, it is not necessary to the sentence. Means it doesn't give us any new information. So, removing it won't affect the meaning. Okay? For example, if we remove herself from the sentence, she herself cooked the meal. So it will not affect the sentence. Even then, the meaning of the sentence will be clear. Alright? But on the other hand, removing the reflexive pronoun from the sentence will affect the meaning of the sentence. For example, if we remove the reflexive pronoun myself from the sentence I hurt myself, then it will affect the meaning of the sentence. Alright? Means the meaning of the sentence will not be clear if you will not use the reflexive pronoun here. Like I hurt. Now I hurt what? The sentence is incomplete. Okay? So I hurt myself. So we have to use the reflexive pronoun in the sentence to make the meaning clear. Okay? So I hope all of you can now differentiate between the reflexive pronouns and the intensive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are the pronouns which are used to refer back to the subject of the sentence. Whereas the emphatic pronouns are used for emphasis when you want to say something strongly. Okay? That's why the intensive pronouns are also called emphatic pronouns. Okay? So if you look at this table, you will be able to understand the reflexive and intensive pronouns in a better way. Actually, there are 4 columns. In the first column, first person, second person, and third person is written. Alright. And second column is of the personal pronoun, that is I, we, you, he, she, it. Okay. And second and third column is of reflexive and intensive pronouns in singular and plural form. So for the first person pronoun, that is I, we will use myself. And for the first person pronoun we, that is in plural form, we will use ourselves. Okay. And for the second person pronoun you, we will use yourself in the singular form and yourselves in the plural form. Okay, means if the subject is in singular form, we will use yourself, and if the subject is in plural form, then we will use yourselves. Now for the third person pronoun he, we will use himself. For she, we will use herself, and for it we will use itself. And for they, for the personal pronoun they, we will use themselves. So now let's do one exercise which is given on page number 144 of your books. So here you have to fill in the blanks with suitable reflexive or intensive pronouns. Okay, so the sentence A is she keeps praising dash. So which pronoun will be used here? Reflexive or intensive? Yes, here we will use reflexive pronoun. Okay, and the reflexive pronoun which will be used here is herself. As I told you that for the personal pronoun she, we use the reflexive pronoun herself. So the answer here is herself. She keeps praising herself. Look at the next sentence now. Your social science project is very good. Have you done it dash? So which pronoun will be used here? Reflexive or intensive? Yes, here also we will use reflexive pronoun, and the reflexive pronoun which will be used here is yourself. For the personal pronoun you, we use the reflexive pronoun yourself. Okay, have you done it yourself? The next sentence is we are responsible and grown up children. We can look after dash. So here also we will use reflexive pronoun, and the reflexive pronoun for the personal pronoun we is ourselves. Now we here is also in plural form. So we will use the plural form also for the reflexive pronoun, that is ourselves. OURSELVES. We can look after ourselves. The next sentence is the city dash is not very clean, but it has clean parks. So here we will use the intensive pronoun, and the intensive pronoun which will be used here is itself. The city itself is not very clean, but it has clean parks. The sentence E is the dog choked dash with a polythene bag. So here the word choked means basically if you choke or if something chokes you, you stop breathing because something is blocking your throat. Okay, so here we will use the reflexive pronoun itself to refer back to the subject, the dog. So here answer will be the dog choked itself with a polythene bag. Okay. The next sentence is by being dishonest, you deceive only dash. So which pronoun will be used here? Reflexive or intensive? Yes, here we will use the reflexive pronoun, that is yourself. Okay, for the personal pronoun you, we use the reflexive pronoun yourself. And what is the meaning of deceive? Deceive means cheat. By being dishonest, you deceive only yourself. You cheat only yourself. Okay. Look at the next sentence. I console dash when I am sad. So console here means cheer up or encourage. So here which pronoun will be used? We will use the reflexive pronoun myself. For the personal pronoun I, we use myself. I console myself when I am sad. Now look at the next sentence. The children enjoyed dash at the picnic. So which pronoun will be used here? Yes, we will use the intensive pronoun themselves to emphasize the noun children. Children is in the plural form. So we will also use the intensive pronoun in plural form, that is themselves. The children enjoyed themselves at the picnic. The next sentence is the little girl has hurt dash. So here we will use the reflexive pronoun herself. The little girl has hurt herself. Okay. Now look at the last sentence. Jordan made dash a sandwich. So which pronoun will be used here? Yes, we will use the reflexive pronoun here because Jordan is a boy, masculine gender. So we will use himself here. Jordan made himself a sandwich. So these were the answers of the exercise number 9, which is given on page number 144. So now all of you will write the answers in your books in neat and clean handwriting with pencil. Okay? So this is all for today, and we'll meet once again in the part 4 of the series pronouns, in which we'll discuss about the relative pronouns. So till then, take care all of you, stay home, stay safe, and thank you so much for watching.